Hey guys, it's Coliwood Studios here, and welcome to the Coliwood Coaster Awards 2021. Now before I share the results, I should preface a few things about the awards. All of these categories were voted on by you guys, the viewers, through two Google Form sheets. There is a first part and a second part covering all of these categories. I appreciate each and every one of you who voted, and I want to make sure it is known that these results are not fact. It is simply what some people who voted agree on. The way that the votes were tallied up was that we took every vote from number 1, number 2, number 3, and so forth, and whatever coaster didn't win number 1 would get all those votes added on to number 2, and so forth. So, for example, if coaster A won number 1, it would have all of its votes there, and if coaster number 2 didn't win number 1, all of its votes from number 1 would be added to the votes that it got for number 2, and so forth. I of course want to thank each and every one of you who did vote, and I also want to tell you all that we will be starting off with Best Water Park. Every single category is put into chapters, that way you can skip to whichever topic you would like to see first. First up is Best Water Park, then Best Amusement Park, then Best Theme Park, then Best Dark Ride, then Best Park Social Media, then Best Steel Coaster, then Best Wood Coaster, Best Themed Coaster, Best Manufacturer, Best New for 2021 Coaster, and finally, Most Anticipated New for 2022 Coaster. Now, first, let's start off with the Best Water Park category. So, there were quite a few options, and these are the results. So, from number 5 to number 1, here we go. At number 5 is DreamWorks Water Park in New Jersey. At number 4 is Typhoon Lagoon in Florida. At number 3 is Blizzard Beach in Florida. At number 2 is Splashin' Safari in Indiana. And at number 1 is Volcano Bay in Florida. Next category is Best Amusement Park. Again, from numbers 5 to 1, here we go. Number 5, Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. Number 4, Kings Island, Ohio. Number 3, Hershey Park, Pennsylvania. Number 2, Six Flags Magic Mountain, California. And number 1 is Cedar Point, Ohio. Next is the theme park category. Again, from number 5 to number 1, here we go. Number 5, Busch Gardens Tampa, Florida. Number 4, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Virginia. Number 3, Dollywood, Tennessee. Number 2, Silver Dollar City, Missouri. Number 1, Islands of Adventure, Florida. Now, theme parks are, of course, best known for their dark rides, which is our next category. From number 5 to number 1, here we go for dark rides. Number 5, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, Islands of Adventure, Florida. Number 4, Flight of Passage, Animal Kingdom, Florida. Number 3, Tower of Terror, Hollywood Studios, Florida. Number 2, Forbidden Journey, Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios Hollywood. And number 1, Rise of the Resistance, Hollywood Studios in Florida and Disneyland Resort in California. Next is Best Park Social Media. Many parks now have social media accounts, as most people now get their news and advertisements through social media as opposed to traditional television. Some parks run absolutely spectacular social media accounts, and that's what this category highlights. Again, from number 5 to number 1, here we go. Number 5, Cedar Point, Ohio. Number 4, Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. Number 3, Silver Dollar City, Missouri. Number 2, Kentucky Kingdom, Kentucky. And number 1, Universal Orlando Resort, Florida. Next up are probably the most highly anticipated categories, the Best Steel Coaster and Best Wood Coaster. Best Steel Coaster will be up first and will again go from number 5 to number 1. Number 5, Intimidator 305, Kings Dominion, Virginia. Number 4, Lightning Rod, Dollywood, Tennessee. Number 3, Fury 325, Carowinds, North Carolina. Number 2, Jurassic World Velocicoaster, Islands of Adventure, Florida. And number 1, Steel Vengeance, Cedar Point, Ohio. Next up, Wood Coasters. Again, from number 5 to number 1, here we go. Number 5, Mystic Timbers, Kings Island, Ohio. Number 4, Ghost Rider, Knott's Berry Farm, California. Number 3, Outlaw Run, Silver Dollar City, Missouri. Number 2, The Voyage, Holiday World, Indiana. And number 1, El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. Next category is Best Themed Coaster. This more so takes into account the theming level of the coaster as opposed to the coaster intensity / thrill. However, that will still be taken into account. Again, from number 5 to number 1, here we go. Number 5, Escape from Gringotts, Universal Studios, Florida. Number 4, Verbolten, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia. Number 3, Expedition Everest, Animal Kingdom, Florida. Number 2, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, Islands of Adventure, Florida. And number 1, Jurassic World Velocicoaster, Islands of Adventure, Florida. Next up, we have the Best Ride Manufacturer. Roller coasters and rides are all very thrilling and amazing, but sometimes we forget about who makes them, and that's what this category highlights. Again, from number 5 to number 1, here we go. Number 5, Mock Rides. Number 4, GCI or Great Coasters International. Number 3, B&M or Bolliger and Mabillard. Number 2, RMC or Rocky Mountain Construction. And number 1, Intamin. Next up, we have the Best New for 2021 Coaster. Some of these coasters were delayed from 2020 due to the difficult year with COVID and were luckily able to open for the 2021 season. There are only 5 coasters and they will all be ranked right now, from number 5 to number 1. Here we go. Number 5, Dragon Slayer, Adventureland, Iowa. Number 4, Phoenix, Dino's Wonder Wheel Amusement Park, New York. Number 3, Stunt Pilot, Silverwood, Idaho. Number 2, Jersey Devil Coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure, New Jersey. And at number 1, Jurassic World Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure in Florida. And our final category takes a look into the future, and I should preface some stuff about this category before I read off the results. We obviously don't know everything about the coasters that will be opening in 2022, or even if they will be opening in 2022. However, if a ride's track has been spotted, the layout has been leaked or rumored, or other such things, it was included in here. So even if the ride was not announced yet, it will still be in here. So without further ado, from 5 to 1, let's take a look at the most anticipated 2022 roller coasters. At number 5, unnamed RMC Raptor, Six Flags Magic Mountain, California. Number 4, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Epcot, Florida. Number 3, unnamed RMC Hybrid, Fun Spot Atlanta, Georgia. Number 2, Pantheon, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Virginia. And number 1, Iron Gwazi at Busch Gardens Tampa, Florida. That concludes the results of all of the categories. Once I'm finished speaking, all the results will show on screen, including every ride, park, or other such thing that was allowed to be ranked in the poll. I of course would like to thank everyone who was able to participate in voting, and I hope we're able to do this again next year. Keep in mind that these are simply opinions and are not fact. If you disagree, obviously that is more than welcome. The coaster community is about having different opinions on different rides and parks, and that's what's so unique about it. There are so many different things in this community that make it great, and this was just a small highlight of some of them. Now, here are the full results for every category. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Please do comment any thoughts, questions, comments, or concerns you had about the awards, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.